Oh, very good morning, class. Good morning, Surinder sir. Oh, very good morning to all of you. We will wait only for 1 minute, then we will start the session. So you all have cleared AFB and PPB? Yeah, Sudha ma'am, Rajiv sir, Surender sir, Anup sir. Excellent. Now the next target is exactly. Surender sir, I just woke up today for this one 4:30 in the morning. Because I know that how crucial this LRB subject is for you now this time. Okay, Surinder sir, don't worry. My husband is also an advocate, Surinder sir, in a legal firm. Okay, class, shall we start the session? Rajiv sir, you cannot download the videos. Okay, we cannot download the videos, but you can just, see the recorded videos. Okay, you can see the recorded videos, Rajiv sir. Never, Surinder sir. सुबह सुबह शुभ शुभ बोलो. Okay, class. So we have a 5 days. Okay, today is the 13th June, and till 17th June your session will be there. So within 5 days we will complete all the module, and I will just highlight the most important topics of your all the module. Done. So today we are going to start with the module D. Why? Because module D is very, very much important. Module D, if I just give the priority of all the modules, so C, D, this is B and this is A. So module C and D class, it's contain 70% marks, you can say 70% marks. So if you people are very, if the concept of module C and D is clear, it means you can easily score 70 plus marks in your LRB. And for more marks, module B contained 20% and module A contained 10%. So now it's on you that, hello Vishali ma'am, glad to see you again. Okay, class, so 70, 20, 10%. Okay, so this is exactly the 100%. So if you want to score 60 plus, 70 plus marks, so please focus on module D and module C. Okay, a very good morning to all of you. A very good morning. So that's why today I will start with module D. 13 June we will do module D. Again 14 June we will do module D. 15 June we will do module C. 14 June we will, no, sorry, 15, 16. 16 June we will do B, and this one 17 June we will do module A, and 17 June your marathon will be also there with me. Okay, 17 June marathon is there from 7 p.m. to up to देखते हैं कितना. Okay, 17 June marathon with Nikkita mam of LRB subject, and 18 June your marathon will be there with Praveen sir, same timing 7 p.m. So both marathons are very, very much important to all of you. Okay, Vishali ma'am, excellent. Okay, class. So this is the schedule of your 13 to 18 June. Is that clear? Is that clear, class? 13 June to 18 June. This is marathon of with Nikkita ma'am, and this is marathon with the Praveen sir. I will take marathon in the English medium language, and Praveen sir will take marathon in the bilingual language. Okay? Because I think in the previous day, in the previous session, I just done the marathon in English medium, but that is so easy. You can easily come in this one. Okay? Now, let's start with module D. In module D class, the first chapter that you have to handle is the contract. Okay, so the act name is Indian Contract Act. And first of all, see, in module D, C, B, and A class, those students who are new in this session. So module D contain class 10x, module C also contain 10x, module B contain the various terms of the banking sector, and module A also contain 2x. So this is the the crux of the syllabus of all the this one module. So total 22 acts you have to finish, 22 acts, okay, plus these various terms of the banking sector. So that's why these acts are important, and I will explain each act very briefly so that you can understand that what is the important concept that is written in your this one. Okay. Ma'am, in bilingual class it's showing many class times, but here is listen. I'm not getting Naveen, what's Navanitha ma'am. I'm not getting what you want to say. Okay, class. So this is all about your the module. Okay, and first of all, I have told you that 10 acts we have to finish. So what is act? So suppose this is the Indian Contract Act 1872. So this act, what it signify? This act signify about the contract. That everything about the contract, everything about the contract. This act say. Okay, this is. So today we are going to start with the Indian Contract Act. So the Indian Contract Act is basically divided into two parts. The first part is the general principle of contract, and the second part is that is special principle of contract. This is special and this is general. So what is the basic difference between the general and the special principle of contract? No, ma'am. I think the power pack session is morning only. Praveen sir is taking 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. and I am taking 6 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. Okay. So journal principle of contract, basically the journal things are written here, and the special principle of contract contain the special things. Journal means that is common to all, and special means something special. So first of all, in the general principle of contract, we are going to start with the general principle of contract. Okay, now see the basic difference between the journal and special principles of contract. What is principles? Principles means simply the law. Okay, and this general principle of contract already included in the special principle of contract. In general principle of contract, you have to focus class on the formula of contract, which I'm going to tell you, and the special principle of contract contain the special contract, just like the contract of indemnity, contract of guarantee, contract of bailment, contract of pledge, and contract of agency. So these are the five special types of contract in which everything of the general principle of contract is included in it. Okay, so if we understand this general principle of contract, then we can easily get what is this. Okay, so let's start with the general principle of contract. So we will start with the formula of the contract. Before going through this formula, contract is basically whatever happening in the day to day life. I think you all people go with suppose husband is there, then with a wife is there with husband, with friends also, you all go with a movie, right? Movie theater. So what is this? This is contract. You all go for shopping, right? What is this? This is contract. The customer come in your bank to open an account. What is this? In the banking sector, that is called the contract. So in everything class, the contract is there. In every you can say the situation. Suppose if you have purchased this batch, okay, you have purchased the batch from Adda 24/7. This is also called contract. So contract that's happen in day to day life. But these contracts contain it is also called the legal contract. Suppose in the home, if wife is giving breakfast to Surender sir, But Surinder sir is not accepting the breakfast of wife because he is saying that I don't like your food. Okay, Surinder sir. So in that case, class, can wife file the case on Surinder sir? Yes, tell me. Can wife file the case on Surinder sir? Exactly, Surinder sir. You have to accept kaisa bhi banaye. Okay, class. So in that case, you cannot file the case. What I say? You cannot file the case. Okay, in that case. So this is called the social contract. The social contract we generally, deal with the in our home. Is that clear to all of you, class? What is the social contract and what is a legal contract? In the legal contract, I will tell you the exact formula that what contains the legal contract. But in social contract, I think the term is very clear to all of you. Say yes or no. Is that clear or not? The social contract and the legal contract. Suppose if I tell about the legal contract, class C. Suppose I just tell you the example of this ALA 24/7 that in which you have purchased this course. You have offered to the Adda site. Okay, Kirti ma'am, you have offered to the Adda site that I just want to purchase this power pack of LRAB. Right? So this is the offer. Now Adda has accepted your offer that okay, Kirti ma'am want to purchase this one. Okay, accepted. It means suppose you have already, this is the Adda who have accept your offer because there are so many courses, but you have selected this one, that is called acceptance. Now offer and acceptance class is equal to called promise. Okay, promise between Kirti ma'am and Adda that yes, we both are ready to do the contract. In legal term, it is called agreement. In the promise in legal term is called agreement. And in agreement class, there must be law enforceability because agreement can be social, it can be religious, but we do not have to deal these types of agreement. We have to deal the legal agreement. So what is the law enforceability? Law enforceability means suppose Kirti ma'am have paid 2000 rupees for that course. Okay, Kirti ma'am have paid 2000 for that course. So it means that suppose Adda is not providing the courses of this PPB, this one power pack of LRB. So the Kirti ma'am have a right to file a SU on Adda. Okay, so it means Kirti ma'am can enforce her right. Enforce means she can file the case. And suppose if Adda is giving the power pack, it means no filing case. So this is called class contract. And what is consideration for Kirti ma'am? The power pack of LRAB is consideration for her, and for Adda, this rupees is consideration for her. So this is the class exact formula of your contract, and we have to focus on this legal contract only. So please keep this formula in your mind, and we do not have to deal with these types of social agreement, etc. Sonu sir say that ma'am political parties promises various things but not fulfilling because Sonu sir, this is not the legal contract. They verbally say these things to the all people, so that's why if the political party is not fulfilling their promise, we cannot file the case. It is just an agenda in which you can easily give the vote to them. Okay, we cannot file. It is just, you can say, the social thing. Okay, it is just a social thing. Okay, class. So you understand the difference between the legal contract and the social and religious one, class. Religious. Suppose if I promise a particular temple that I will give you 10 lakh rupees, and if I not give 10 lakh rupees, it means nobody can file case on me. Nobody can file case on me. That is called the social and the religious contract. So class, is that clear? The basic formula of legal and this one, social and this social and religious one. So in your Indian Contract Act, you have to focus on the legal contract. That's it. Okay. Now just see. First of all, tell me that is the concept is clear. What we are going to study? Yes, Sanjay sir, Kirti ma'am, Mirul ma'am, Alok sir. So much students are there. Is that clear now? Okay, that's cool. Now, Section 10 is, class of Indian contract is the backbone of Indian contract, and no need to remember class the particular section. No need to remember the particular section. So what exactly Section 10 class? For any legal contract, okay, for any legal contract, what are the essential points for that thing? What are the essential points of the valid contract? See, in the Indian Contract Act, na class, there are so many types of contract, but the valid contract, void contract, and voidable. These three are the main contract which deals with the Indian Contract Act. What is Valid Contract Act? That we are going to study in section 10 of the Indian contract. So first of all, we have to understand the valid contract. So the valid contract is simply means that if any agreement is done between the X and Y person, and always remember that in any contract, there must be two parties. Contract cannot be done with only one person. In the contract there must be two parties, two or more parties. So in the contract, if two parties are made contract with the free consent means without any pressure. Exactly, Sanjay sir, is it for all? There should be free consent. The party must be competent to contract. What is competent to contract means? The party must comes The party is above 18 year of age. The party must be sound mind. Sound mind means that we are the sound mind person, that the person who is able to understand what is right and what is wrong, and the person must not be disqualified by law. So these are the three important points of the competent to contract. And there must be lawful consideration. Lawful means, suppose the example of Kirti ma'am and Adda is simply a lawful consideration, but suppose in that case Kirti ma'am said that I will give this. Uh, it's another example. Kirti ma'am versus Nikkita ma'am. Okay, this is example. Kirti ma'am is saying, Nikkita ma'am, please paint this painting, and I will give you 10 kg of heroin. What is heroin? Heroin is not Deepika Padukone. Heroin is simply a drugs. So drugs is a unlawful consideration. So if there is an unlawful consideration, now the no valid contract come into existence. So that's why for the valid contract there must be the lawful consideration. Okay. And the last point of the valid contract is that things must not expressly declare to be void. Now, what is void? So, see, I think valid contract is clear to all of you. What is void contract? Void contract simply means, suppose if any contract is done between X and Y. So, in the initial stage, this is valid contract, void contract, and voidable. So, void contract means class, in the initial stage, the contract is valid, but later on it is void. What I say? Initial stage the contract is valid, but later on the contract is void. That is called void contract. The simple example, suppose X told to Y person, Y is suppose the shopkeeper, that give me 100 kg of sweets at 15 July. 100 kg of sweets at 15 July. Okay. But the government order come that from 10 July, every shop have to be closed. Every shop in India have to be closed. So in that case, class, in the initial stage, my contract was valid with this one shopkeeper, but when the government order come, my contract become void. Now I am not able to take sweets from the shopkeeper. So at this point, that is called the void contract. So class, is that clear what is void contract? Anup sir, you can easily achieve above 60 plus marks in LRB. Class, is that okay? What is void contract, Sanjay sir? Okay. Initial valid, but later on void. The corona situation, that is the best example in which the valid contract is converted into the void contract. Many marriages has been postponed. I think you have seen in the newspaper. So what is this? This is void contract. Okay, because in the marriage we have already, this one hire the this one so many things, and from the shopkeeper we have done the contract, from the hotel we have done the contract, but later on we have to, the void contract is there. So that is called void contract. And the last one is, what is voidable contract? So voidable contract is basically, what is voidable contract? If any contract is done by coercion, undue influence, fraud, and misrepresentation. Just keep these four words in your mind. What I told you, if any contract is done by coercion, coercion means to threaten something, to threaten somebody. Undue influence means, under the influence. You see, it's just a hypnotize. Fraud means to deceive someone, to conceal someone, and misrepresentation means wrongly represent. So, if these things are done by, suppose there's a contract between A and B, if these things are done by a person, anyone, whether it is coercion, undue, fraud, misrepresentation, so B person have a right to breach the contract. Breach means to break the contract. Breach of contract. B have a right, that is called voidable contract. This is very important. That is called voidable contract. So the voidable contract class, only one person have a right to breach the contract, because A is doing coercion, either undue influence, fraud, or misrepresentation. So A will not apply for the breach of contract, but B, under the pressure of suppose coercion, sign the document. So later on the B have a right to breach the contract, that is called voidable contract. So class, is that clear what is voidable contract? Because these three types of contract is very, very much important. Is that okay? Okay, Viral ma'am? Cool. Meera ma'am. Right now? Hello. Now the next one is essential points of valid contract. Essential point means these points must require for any valid contract. The first one is there must be offer. Whatever we have learned in section 10 now, that exactly this point is there. There must be offer in any contract. Suppose Kirti ma'am first of all offered to Adda that I have to purchase the power pack of LRB. So that is called offer. It must be clear and defined. It means Kirti ma'am Kirti ma'am said, I just want the course of LRB. So the Adda will ask what type of core? Target course, selection course, power pack course, what? So Kirti ma'am say, I have to purchase English medium power pack of LRB. So it means the offer is clear and defined. So acceptance is also, it must be absolute and unconditional. Unconditional means suppose two parties there, X person is called offerer and Y person is called offeree. X is suppose Kirti ma'am who want to purchase the power pack of LRB, and Y is Adda. So in that one, you know, any terms and condition should be offered by the offerer. Any terms and condition should be offered by the offerer. Okay. So this is the clear example of offer and acceptance. There must be create a legal relationship. So in same example, legal means that some consideration is there. If class there is no consideration, we cannot make the legal relationship. So that's why for legal relationship there must be consideration. And what is consideration? Consideration means something for something. Consideration means something for something that is called consideration. Okay, there must be mutual consent. What is mutual consent? Suppose X and Y is there. X want to sell his red car, and Y want to purchase the white car of X. So in that case, this is red and this is white. There is a no mutual consent between X and Y, because in X mind he want to sell red car, but in Y mind he want to sell the white car. So that's why there is a no mutual consent, so the contract cannot be happen. So for contract there must be mutual consent of the parties. For contract there must be mutual consent of the parties. Now the next one is, in valid contract there must be the free consent. I have already told you: coercion, undue influence, fraud and misrepresentation. If any contract is done by these four words, then the contract is called voidable contract. Contract is called voidable contract. That's it. And the last one is mistake. If any contract is done by the mistake of one party or both party, so the contracts may be void or valid. That's it. So class, these 4 points are clear or not? Tell me. These 4 points are clear or not? Tell me. Clear? Yes, new students. New students, please tell me. Clear now, Kriti ma'am? Excellent. Try to understand each concept, because we have only 5 days, so it's just a quick revision for all the, it's the content of your LRB subject, and no need to understand the new concept. I think 50 plus students are there, and I think 100 plus students are there, because only 51 is I think coming came. So what I understand that you all have already read these things. It's just a quick revision to all of you. It's just a quick revision to all of you. Exactly, Vijay Lakshmi ma'am, Divya ma'am, Leena ma'am. It is just a revision. If you are understanding the new concept now, then I don't think that this will work. I don't think this will work. Okay, so that's why try to mug up the, just try to understand and revise all the concept. Now, parties must be competent. What is competent? Must be major plus 18, sound mind, that is able to understand what is right and what is wrong, not disqualified by law. That's it. So these are the person that is competent to do any contract. Person not disqualified to enter, not qualified, minor, lunatic, person disqualified by law. Who are the person that is disqualified by law? Convict person, the person who is in the jail, they cannot do any contract. Foreign sovereign and diplomatic staff, suppose if they want to do contract with the India, so they have to take permission from the president, and then only they can do contract with us. Okay, then they can do contract with us. Okay, now there must be lawful consideration. I think in section 10 we have read all the concepts, so that's why these important terms, it's a, you can say, that's all points come from the section 10. So there must be lawful consideration. And what new thing that is written in point 6, that is section 25, and no need to remember the section class, no need to remember. Lawful consideration means the agreement without consideration is void. What I have told you, an agreement without consideration is void. This is very important. Every legal contract, always remember, every legal agreement or contract, there must be consideration. And what is consideration? Something for something, price of the promise. That's it. Okay? Okay, now performance must not be impossible in any contract. Suppose a contract is done between X and Y class, things must not be, if the things is not possible, contract cannot be happen. Performance must not be impossible. It means in any legal contract, performance must be possible, then it will be called as the legal contract. Suppose Anbarsi, what's your name? Anbarsi, sir or ma'am. Suppose if I told you that please bring me star from the sky, so is that possible? Yes, Anil sir, is that possible? If I told you to please bring the star, Surinder sir, you can do you can do with your wife. So class, this is not possible. Exactly, Divya ma'am. So the thing is not possible, so that cannot convert it into the legal contract. And the last one is agreement must be certain. Certain means that the concept must be clear that what the offerer want. So agreement also must be clear. Okay. Agreement must not expressly declare to be void. What is void? I have already told you. If any agreement is without consideration, that is called void agreement. And class, these are the example of void agreement. I have told you the concept of void contract, that initial it is valid, but later on it is void. Okay. So in one word is there, that is void agreement. There is a difference between void contract and void agreement. Class, void agreement means that from the initial void agreement, it means this is not contract. So void agreement is totally void from the beginning. Void from the beginning. Please remember this point. Void agreement means that is void from the beginning, but void contract valid from the initial, void later on. So this is the basic difference between void contract and void agreement. And class, these are the examples of void agreement. What is void agreement? That is void from the beginning. And void from the beginning, its legal term is called void ab initio. Its legal term is called void ab initio. Now see the example. Agreement without consideration. Agreement in restraint of marriage. It means class, suppose X and Y are doing contract in which they all agree that we will not do marriage in the future. So what is this? This agreement, restraining someone to marriage. So that contract is void agreement. Restraining of trade, restraining of legal proceeding. Agreement void for the uncertainty. If there is an uncertainty, agreement by way of wager, agreement to do the impossible act. So all these examples are the void agreement examples. That's it. And the last point for the valid contract, that there must be the lawful object. There must be the lawful object. That's it. So class, this is all about the contract. First of all, tell me, is that clear or not? We have completed the essentials points of valid contract, which is very important. What I say, module D and C is very important. So for module D, this Indian Contract Act is very important. Okay, Mithun sir? Good. What is quasi contract? Quasi contract is also comes under the Indian Contract Act. So quasi literally means half. Contract means contract. So it is called half contract. What is half contract? Please see the example. Till now, we have learned that agreement plus enforceability by law is equal to contract. It means the formula we have done. But quasi contract means contract will be made first, then formalities will be done later on. Did you understand? Sonu sir, void contract is not void from the beginning, sir. I have told you the example now. Void contract, sir. In the beginning, it is valid, sir, and later on, it's become void. Suppose I have given the example of void contract, na sir. Suppose if I just order 100 kg of sweets, that to the shopkeeper, that you have to give me at 15 July, and today is suppose this one 13 June, but the government order come at 30 June that all shop will be closed from 1st of July till 20 July. So what is this, Sonu sir? That initial, when I have done the contract, suppose if I take just give the advance to the shopkeeper, so it is called the valid one, it's a valid contract. But later on, sir, when the order come at this one from 1st July, it is the all shop have to be closed, so now my contract will become void. This is called void contract. Okay, Sonu sir? Good. So class, what is quasi contract? This is a basic formula that we have done. But quasi contract means, first of all, contract will be done, then formalities will be done. I have always give the example of pizza one. Pizza means, just see the example of quasi contract. Suppose Nikita ma'am order pizza, okay, but the pizza delivery boy give the pizza to Kirti ma'am, because Kirti ma'am and Nikita ma'am just say they are the neighbors. So pizza delivery by mistake give the pizza to the Kirti ma'am. Now Kirti ma'am is very happy. She eaten all the pizza. She didn't think that to whom this pizza belong, but she ate all the pizza. Okay, she ate all the pizza. So in that case, Kirti ma'am have done the contract. It means contract means, if she have eaten, now the Kirti ma'am have to give rupees to Nikita ma'am, or either Kirti ma'am have to give pizza to the Nikita ma'am. So it means, sir and ma'am, in quasi contracts you have to, if you done the contract, you have to enter into the contract. That is called quasi contract. Another example, suppose in the road, if I found the suppose a purse, and that purse contain of Sonu sir, because the ID card is there and I'm very honest person. Okay, so I just give it purse to the Sonu sir. Sir, your this one purse is there on the road. So Sonu sir, by this act, just give me the reward of 10,000 rupees, because this purse contain check of 1 crore rupees. Okay, Sonu sir. So in that case, class, Sonu sir didn't want to enter into contract, but when Sonu sir got the purse, it means now he have to do the formalities. That is called this one, quasi contract. Okay, so see the last line. No man must grow rich out of the another person loss. I'm not a bad person that I will take this check also and purse also. Okay, so this is called class quasi contract. Simple example. Okay, so is that clear, class? What is quasi contract? Just try to revise the concept that you have already done. Nishant sir, is that clear? Is that clear? There are also various few names here. I just want reply for them from them. My old students are only replying me. Please, the new students who are here, please reply me. Now, what is contingent contract? What is contingent contract? Okay, Sanjay sir, excellent, Leena ma'am. Contingent contract, again, I will give you example, then you can see the things. Contingent means, suppose Nikita ma'am is there and Leena ma'am is there. Leena ma'am. Suppose we are doing the contract. Nikita ma'am told to Leena ma'am that, Leena ma'am, I just want to purchase my BMW car to you. Nikita ma'am want to give this car to the Leena ma'am. But Nikita ma'am said to Leena ma'am that, Leena ma'am, I will send my car to you when my goods when my goods from the Sri Lanka when my goods from Sri Lanka come to me, these goods come to me within 10 days through sea. The transportation medium is sea. Okay. So class, you can see that the contract between Nikkita and Leena ma'am, that contract that Nikkita ma'am will give this car to Leena ma'am, that is totally depend upon this event. That is totally depend upon this event. Nikita ma'am told that when goods will come within 10 days, the car will be automatically I will give to Leena ma'am. So class, when any contract is depend upon event, and that event is class future uncertain event. Future uncertain event. Why I have said uncertain? Because the goods are coming through the sea. It may be tsunami can come. Okay, when tsunami may come, the goods will not come through sea. In that case, contract will be automatically finished. So that's why in the contingent contract class, the contract must be depend upon that event, that is future uncertain event, and this is called contingent contract. Exactly, future uncertain event. Now see, if two or more parties enter into contract to do or not to do something, if the event which is collateral to the contract does or does not happen. What is event? This is the event. That is called contingent contract. In the Indian Contract Act, 31 to 36 sections talks about the contingent, but we do not have to remember these sections. See, another example, X agreed to pay Y a sum of money if a certain ship does not return. What is the event? Certain ship does not return is the event. And what is contract? X agreed to pay the sum of money. This is the contract. So this contract is depend upon ship does not return. If the ship is sunk means डूब गया. So the ship will automatically not come. So the contract will be done. That is called contingent contract. That is called contingent contract. Is that clear, class? What is contingent contract? Okay. Now, last topic of general principle of contract, that is discharge of contract. What is discharge of contract? How the contract come end. How the contract become end? By performance. When both the party perform their contract, the contract will be automatically done. If the thing is impossible, contract will be end. Contract can be also end by agreement between the, if the new agreement is made between the both party, so in that case the contract will be done, contract will be end. If the time become gone, suppose the time is written within 1 month, you have to do this contract. If the time gone, the contract will be end. Operation of law, suppose if law interfere in the contract between X and Y, so if the law enter, it means the contract is end. And if any one party breach the contract will be end. So this is the class basic concept in which the contract will be discharged. Contract will be end. That's it. Discharge by agreement means simply suppose discharge by agreement. X and Y have made the contract. Now in the contract they want to something change. They want something change. So this change can be happen. Suppose if they want to raise the price of contract, if they want to do any alteration in the contract. So anything that is done not in the old contract but the new contract is made. Suppose they want something change in the old contract. Suppose they want to raise the consideration. So this will not done in this old contract. The new contract will be made. So discharge by agreement means by making this new contract, the old contract will be automatically discharged and the new contract will come into picture. That is called discharge by agreement. That's it. Okay, class. Now, come to the special principle of contract. 5 point we have to understand about special principle of contract. Shall we start, class? What is special principle of contract? Okay. Okay. Special principle of contract contain 5 things. 5 points only 5 points. The first one is contract of indemnity. I will give you only one example you can easily understand, class. The insurance example is called contract of indemnity. Suppose, see the example. If I purchase the car, I insured my car to the car insurance company, right? Insurance means I have to pay something premium to the car insurance company. So whatever happened with my car, suppose if any accident has been come to my car, so for that accident, suppose there's a loss of 50,000 rupees because of that accident with my car. So that 50,000 will rupees will given by car insurance company. So in that case, the loss will be done by another person, and for that loss, the loss is paid by another person. That is called contract of indemnity. That is very simple concept. Contract of indemnity. The all insurance examples come under contract of indemnity. Suppose health insurance, car insurance, etc. This is also the people get insured about in this one, the house also. But except one example not come under the contract of insurance, that is life insurance. What is this? Life insurance. Just hold on, Sonu sir. I'm just going to tell you the exact the what are the person called. I will tell you. So what I told you, class, life insurance will not come under the contract of indemnity. Why? Because in this one, the amount is fixed. Suppose we have purchased a life insurance of 1 crore, 5 crore, 2 crore, etc. But in normal insurance, you can see that the car insurance company didn't know, or even the car owner didn't know that how much loss will be happen in the future. But in that life insurance, I knew that one person if die, then I can get, the nominee can get 1 crore rupees. So that is a basic difference between insurance company. Okay, basic difference between contract of indemnity. First of all, tell me, is that clear or not? Now I'm going to give you the exact definition which is written in your Indian contract, section 124. Contract of indemnity means one party promises to save the other. Who is promising? Car insurance company is promising to save the other from the loss caused to him by the contract of the promiser himself and by other person. It means whatever loss that has happened to the car owner, that loss will be done by car insurance company. That is called contract of indemnity. That is so simple. Now Sonu sir is asking, ma'am, the person. So sir, the person who promises to bear the loss, it means the car insurance company, sir. That person will be called promiser or indemnifier. And the person whose loss is covered, it means the car owner who is compensated, that is called indemnified, indemnity holder, and promisee. Please see this example. In contract of indemnity, one question always come. In the special principle of contract, class, the party's name is always there. If the indemnity persons are there, bailment, pledge, contract of guarantee, in every concept, the party's name is there. So class, is that clear now? Sonu sir, is that clear? What are the persons called? And that will definitely come in your exam. Definitely that will come in your exam. Is that clear, Sonu sir? And everyone, Vijayalakshmi ma'am, is that clear now? The party's name? Sonu sir, you're not giving me reply. Exactly? Good. Excellent. Santosh sir. Now, yeah, cool. Second one is contract of guarantee. Now the contract is done in the guarantee. First of all, I will give you one example, then we will do these things. Just see the example. Contract of guarantee means in the contract of guarantee there is a three parties X, Y, Z. Suppose Y is giving money to the X person 10 lakh rupees as a loan. Y person is called Y person is called creditor who is giving the money. The person who is taking the money is called principal debtor. What is called principal debtor? And the Z person is called surety, or you can also say the guarantor. Okay. So in the contract of guarantee class, creditor who is giving money 10 lakh rupees to principal debtor, and creditor is saying, sir, I don't trust on you, I just want a guarantor. Suppose if you are not able to pay the money, then who will give me my money? So in that case class, the surety, these are the persons, okay? The one person will come into picture who will give guarantee on the behalf of principal debtor. The contract between these three persons is called contract of guarantee. The contract between these three persons is called contract of guarantee. Is that clear? So Sonu sir, in this contract of guarantee, three parties are there. The first one is creditor, second is principal debtor, and this is third person. There is a three contract is done in this one, and three parties are there. Three contract, the first contract between this and this, second contract this and this, third contract between this and this. So there are three contract in this one. So these are the parties name, and this is the concept of contract of guarantee. Okay, now see the definition which is written under 126 of the Indian contract. A contract to perform the promise and discharge the liability of the defaulting party in the case he failed to fulfill the promise. That is called contract of guarantee. Okay, now see first of all the party's name: principal debtor, creditor, and guarantor. Please read out. Exactly, Sanjay sir. Creditor always who give money. Okay, now see the important key points of contract of guarantee in which the questions can be confirmed there. If I talk about this, first of all, see the second point, the liability of the surety. In that case, section 128, don't remember the section. The liability of the surety is co-extensive that of principal debtor. It means the example of this one, creditor, principal debtor, and surety, it will go on. The first liability is of principal debtor. First of all, he have to give the money na, and the second one surety have to give. So both liability is co-extensive. That is very important. The first term is this one, and the second one is, you can say, the principal debtor is primarily liable and the surety is secondary liable. This is important. These both are same thing. These both things are same thing. Okay, next consideration. In the contract of guarantee class, creditor, principal, debtor, surety, if the surety is giving surety in the behalf of principal debtor, so for that act class, surety need not require any consideration. This is very important. In that case, what I have told you, that in the contract of guarantee, suppose the surety is giving guarantee of the principal debtor, so in that case surety need not require any consideration. Why? Because surety is there in the contract of guarantee for giving the surety. So anything or promise made for the benefit of principal debtor is sufficient consideration to the surety for giving that guarantee. Okay, Kavita ma'am is saying, ma'am, guarantor is not getting anything, so how can we say he's getting consideration? Arey Baba, Kavita ma'am. In that case, suppose this person have given guarantee to this. So, ma'am, it is common sense that surety will but obvious kept something as a security of this principal debtor, ma'am. Surety is not the, suppose if the friend is also there, so friend requires something, profit. Okay, Kavita ma'am, the surety is not doing free fund. No, he is not doing in a very free way. Surety is getting something from the principal debtor. That point is, ma'am, third point, which I was going to tell you. See, ma'am, implied promise by the principal to indemnify the surety. This is what you are asking. Okay, class, this is for all of you, that surety will not keep promise to indemnify principal debtor. He needs something now. So there is a already there is an implied promise which is made. Implied means which is not written. Exactly. Surety can also take commission. Exactly, ma'am. Exactly. Sanjay sir. Pantosh sir, can a guarantor withdraw his guarantee anytime? Exactly, Pantosh sir. The guarantor can withdraw his guarantee anytime, but he have to give notice before withdrawal. Okay, he have to give something. Okay, so this is all about the this one point. I think that is clear to all of you now. And for this one, you have to understand now the bank guarantee. This is very, very much important. So, ma'am, in this bank guarantee now, creditor is there, principal debtor is there, and the last one is now the bank is giving guarantee, bank guarantee. So just tell me this one, Kavita ma'am, if bank is suppose this creditor is given 10 lakh rupees to principal debtor. Principal debtor is not able to pay the money, and principal debtor is the this one customer of this Axis Bank is there. Now, if this Axis Bank is giving guarantee to this creditor, suppose creditor is seller and he is buyer. So just tell me, ma'am, if the Axis Bank is paying on the behalf of principal debtor, so the Axis Bank will be due in a free fund. Tell me, Kavita ma'am, if the bank is giving guarantee to the seller, so it means, ma'am, that the bank will either keep the security of movable goods or immovable goods of principal debtor, or suppose if the bank is giving 10 lakh rupees, so the bank will but obvious take 10 lakh from principal debtor plus interest also. Exactly. So this is simply a employed implied things. Vivek sir, notice will be given, yes, exactly, to the creditor and this one to the principal debtor, both. Okay, class. So this is called the bank guarantee, in which class the bank is giving guarantee. If anyone is giving guarantees, means class something must required for this one. For this act, no, for this act, he will not take any commission, or this one he will not take any commission. Why? Because the person who will come in the place of guarantee, that person is appointed only for doing that thing, so he will not take any commission for that thing. The bank guarantee, sir and ma'am, it's not covered under the Indian Contract Act, but now you have learned the contract of guarantee. That's why I have put this types of bank guarantee. The bank guarantee not covered under the Indian Contract Act. Okay, it's a Naga Bhushan, ma'am and sir. Is that okay? The bank guarantee not covered under this one. Okay. Now let's start with this one. What is financial guarantee? Same example. This is bank. In the financial guarantee, what is sufficient consideration? Sufficient consideration means if I am promising to the creditor that I will take guarantee on the behalf of principal debtor, That is sufficient consideration. Mahesh sir. Exactly, Mithun sir. Financial guarantee means the bank is giving guarantee for finance. Suppose principal debtor have to give, suppose C is the tax department, P is the principal debtor is simply Mahesh sir. Mahesh sir have to deposit 10 lakh rupees as a tax to the tax department, but he is not right now able to give 10 lakh rupees. So in that case the principal debtor, in that case the principal debtor is, ready. Principal debtor asks the bank for give the guarantee, because principal debtor is already the customer of this bank. Okay. And not all the banks will ready to help the principal debtor. So the customer, the person who is the customer of the bank, then only the bank is ready that